Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to the Nation of Conversation. I'm your boy Champ. Got my dog Grind Time in the building. What's good with it, fam?
What's good with it, champ?
Man. You know that last day after the regular season, all you hear is, "You're fired. You're
What
fired."
if? Mhm.
Oh man, end of
Well,
the
we
season.
expected some of that to happen anyway.
Yeah, I did definitely. Should some of those moves should have been made earlier into the season, I think, but been a lot of bad coaching, a lot of questionable calls. Um, this whole NFL season has been topsy turvy. It's been crazy, but it kind of came to the what we predicted. Like week one, we said it's going to be some teams that shouldn't have been there. It's going to be some teams that fall out that should have been there. But all in the whole, it was okay. But I just think this season was just crazy, man.
Right. Um, yeah, a lot of teams that made it last year is not there this year. The biggest shocker is to me the Detroit Lions. They should have been there, but all that offense they got on that team, it just didn't translate this year. So they're at home watching the playoffs this year.
Yeah,
Um,
and 2 years in a row they got decimated by injury as well. That didn't help. A lot
right.
of injuries this year on a lot of teams though. So can't really use that excuse because a lot of teams had a lot of injuries this year. But I
Hmm.
mean that does matter. When it comes to it, I know everybody is NFL players. They did make the NFL. That much is true, but there is levels to this. Like there's levels to everything in life. Like they
Right.
wasn't starters for a reason. But yeah, man, it's been crazy. Like I said, even down to the last kick of the regular season, Baltimore
I
Pittsburgh
guess
last night.
I guess started on
Who?
that rigged.
Yeah, we but that's what we go on there first. We got to. Where do you what? Who do you think? Where what? Is there anybody to blame for this loss by Baltimore, or was it just a good game by Pittsburgh? Did Pittsburgh take this win, or did Baltimore fumble it? What you think?
Baltimore fumbled it. Simple as that. They were talking about this kicker all game, giving them the props and praises all game, how accurate it is from 60 yards and all this. And it comes down to this, and you hook the hell out of that ball to the right, not even close. Um, you got
Yeah,
you got people out there
it looked
saying
nasty
like,
coming off the foot.
right, you got people out there saying like, well, we can't blame the kicker because the game was close. Baltimore, they did this in the game. It shouldn't have even been this close. Screw that. That kicker should have made that kick.
Y'all get paid to kick. You
They
get paid to do one thing, but I will say this too. Kickers, and I say this, kickers, yeah, y'all should make the kicks or whatever. But at the same time, this is go to the playoffs or go home. I'm trying to score a touchdown, man. I'm not playing around. I don't like leaving it into the
right,
kicker's hand because, like I said, it is their
yeah,
job to kick, but you take yourself off the field. If I'm the main players, if I'm Lamar or if I'm Aaron Rodgers, like damn, I want to try to score that touchdown like they both did. You see, they both,
hmm,
they both went for the touchdown like you should. I'm trying to win the game. Um, Man,
I get
I
it
just think,
because I mean,
or I would have tried to get maybe a couple more yards, maybe run D Hen up the middle one more time, maybe get like 5, 6 more yards. Even though, like you said, they've been saying he can make all these 60 yarders and whatever the case may be, but we
right,
know it's crunch time, and sometimes your sack get a little too tight, and you you get off your square. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, then you're on the
to me
road,
too.
so that's another factor too.
To me too, the Baltimore defense they let Lamar down once again. So y'all gotta stop doing this. Gotta stop collapsing in the fourth quarter. The offense is putting up points. Y'all getting right off the field. Y'all let Aaron Rodgers walk right down twice like it was nothing. Like this was regular season, first game of the season. Like no urgency on the defensive side. But like I said, when Kyle Hamilton went out, went out with concussion. Man, that he's everything on their defense. Like he's the quarterback of their defense. So when he went out, that was that was a big favor of Pittsburgh. But I will give Pittsburgh credit to this. They stepped up to the challenge. A-Rod, you came out and showed why you're a 4-time MVP. You brought some of that old thing back, trying to get into the playoffs. He went clutch on the ass. Went like I said, he went right down, scored the touchdown, and they got the win. They was able to run the ball real good. And that's a key thing when they coming up into the playoffs. They're gonna need to be able to do that because Houston, that's a hell of a defense. Number one defense ended up being number one defense overall. They don't won, so I don't know. That's gonna be a tough matchup for Pittsburgh. But the other thing about Baltimore, things been said. Oh, should Lamar get traded or should Harbaugh get fired? What do you think about that?
Well, I don't think Harbaugh should get fired. I think they should give him another year because Lamar he got hurt down the stretch and they had a couple key injuries down the stretch also by other players. So I say bring everybody back for one more season and see how that season plays out. And then if it's unsuccessful, then you go and try to make some changes. Go about firing the coach or trading Lamar or going a different direction. But I say bring them back because I think they're like maybe like a key player from getting over that hump to get to the Super Bowl because the roster they have now was capable of going to make a deep run in the playoffs. It just I don't know. It's just something about Baltimore. They just get there and they just can't make it. But this year they're not even going to have a chance to get there because they didn't make it to the playoffs. So yeah, but going into this offseason for Baltimore, yes, they definitely got some questions to answer over there going into this offseason for sure.
But I'm saying no. If you Baltimore GM, you can't be out of all NFL history. Okay, like there's been talented quarterbacks coming through. There's generational talent at the quarterback level. You can't be the guy that trades Lamar Jackson away, can you? You can't do that to yourself, right? Like you can't be the GM that traded Lamar Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Just like you can't be that guy. Just like when they traded away Tom Brady, you can't be you like. That's why Robert Kraft was you. You said he didn't have nothing left. He went over here and got another Super Bowl. That's a ruin their relationship. Belichick and Robert
Mhm.
Kraft. You don't trade guys like that. It's like you let it rock. You keep rebuilding until the wheels fall off. Right? That's what they're gonna do with Patrick Mahomes. That's what they're gonna do with Joe Burrow. If he chooses to stay there, they're gonna do that with just Josh
But
Allen.
how far can you go though if they're not winning? They're not getting over the hump though. You're going to have to make some type of changes. That's
But they're
what
not.
you just said.
But they're
Is
not
either the
getting
coach
because of him.
or the
They're not.
player?
It ain't. But they're not getting there because of uh, Lamar Jackson. That ain't the case. He's not the reason why they're not getting there. So you can't be that guy that trades him. But like I said, I understand if it's a business and you can get a haul for him and y'all can you trying to go a whole different direction. I completely get it. But just to be like, I just couldn't myself. I'd be like, damn, I just traded Lamar Jackson. That's almost like that, like the Luka and AD trade. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't. I don't want to be that guy, be the one who did that trade. Like I don't even know if he can ever get another GM job again, Nico. You did shit like that could damage your reputation professionally. Like, damn, you doing shit like that. I don't want you on my team.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. They definitely got some decisions to make. That's it's definitely a not a successful season for them for goddamn sure. But it just sucks because I was rooting for Lamar for the last 3 years to try to get over that hump.
Yeah, I've been rooting for him for him since Louisville. So, like I said, I like him. But yeah,
And
that's
he definitely improved his play. He definitely improved his arm, his accuracy. He's what, two-time MVP now, two of them.
yeah,
So from when he first started, because when he first came in the league, he didn't have that arm accuracy and he wasn't considered a thrower how he is now. But now he slings the ball, he moves the ball down the field, and it just sucks for Baltimore, man. Because I was rooting for them, really was.
okay. At the same time, okay, with A Rod, you think this is his last year? He said he wasn't even thinking about retirement. But what do you think? I
Man,
think if Pittsburgh is signing back, if they probably do it like real quick and like if they don't take a lot of time to do it, I think he'll just come on back. But if they like linger it on and stuff, maybe not. But if I think they're just telling them right away, like, "Hey, we're gonna re-sign you. Like, you want to play again because we're gonna sign you," and I think he'll just
the
come on back.
way he was looking on that bench before that kick went up, it looked like he was getting ready to retire as soon as you go in the locker
Yeah,
room.
he did look sad. He looked, yep. It was a little lifetime looking. It was,
But
it was for a second, but he shanked that thing. So yeah, it's a
I
wrap.
say I'm going to go based on how far Pittsburgh are in the playoffs.
Okay. So if you think they get bounced right out, then you think it might just like, all right, that was just an extra game.
Yeah,
We didn't really do
right.
nothing to make it
Exactly.
tough. I I can dig it. I can dig it. What do you think about Philadelphia resting their starters, cost them that number 2 seed? You think that was not a
Yeah,
smart move? Yeah, cost a
yeah.
lot of
That wasn't smart because now you cost yourself home field advantage. Now you got to go on the road. So that was pretty stupid by that coach. But I guess he's looking over health and seeding. But you always want to be at home in the playoffs to have the advantage.
Yeah,
But maybe the coach is looking and thinking something different. But if I was a coach, they would have been out there playing. Like maybe we need home field advantage in these playoffs for sure. I don't want to be on the road because we all know playing on the road is tough in the NFL. So
yeah, especially in the playoff
I didn't like the
atmosphere.
move.
Yeah, me
I
either.
didn't like that
Yeah,
move.
you got to play
Yeah.
your guys. You got to play your guys, especially when there's opportunity for this. Just like another squandered opportunity, 49ers. They had the opportunity if they could have beat the Rams, they could have had home field, home games, and then the Super Bowl at home too. But now you go from the 1 seed to the 6 seed.
Well, no, all they had to do was beat Seattle. That was the last game they played, wasn't it?
I mean Seattle. I mean I
Yeah.
yeah. I mean Seattle. Yeah, the Seattle.
I
But
mean,
yeah, if they would have.
I can't say nothing wrong about that game because Seattle was no slouch. That's a tough
No,
team to beat.
no,
So
absolutely not. No, absolutely not.
so
Because shit, they can win the Super Bowl. They looking like they can win it. Their defense is crazy right now. Sam Darnold playing out of his mind still. The run game is great. They got two good backs. Control the clock. They play. They make you play their brand of football. They're gonna slow it down. They're gonna control the clock. They're gonna take you out of your game. Uh, I know the score was 13-3, but they really dominated the Niners in that game. Like the whole total, it looked like it should have been more points than that, but they just weren't. They were just squandering, red zone opportunities. But they was moving it up and down the field. Um,
yeah, that was a good game. That was a good defensive game there, in my opinion. Um, The Rams, they made a couple of bad decisions down the way, but Seattle just wanted it more. They wanted home field throughout the playoffs, and they got the bye, the first round bye, so they get the rest the first week of the playoffs. That's a team to watch out for in these playoffs. They definitely can make it to the Super Bowl and possibly win the Super Bowl too. So watch out for them Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, but I did pick the Rams to win the Super Bowl at the beginning of the year, so hopefully y'all don't make my pick wrong. But I did pick them before the season started. But let's break down some of these matchups, man. So who we got. Okay, so we just talked about Pittsburgh and Houston. We just talked about them. Man, if Houston beats them, that divisional round with Denver, that's going to be a crazy game. Woo! Offense is going to be at a premium in that game. That shit going to be strapped.
Mm.
But this Buffalo and Jacksonville, I think Jacksonville might go ahead and take care of business. They look like they're ready to play this year. What you think
I'm
about that?
expecting a Madden type of game from both of them teams. I think it's going to be over 100 points scored in that game. It should.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good game. I think that should be a hell of a game.
It's going to be a good game. I'm going to get a slight edge to Jacksonville because they're at home, and that's why.
And they're a
But
complete team. They got offense, defense. Their defense is playing good
right,
too. I think
right,
that's
right.
where it tips the hat in their favor is the defensive side.
But don't get me wrong, Buffalo could come in there and upset too. Well, I wouldn't
They
even
could.
consider it an upset if Buffalo win the game, but they could definitely go in Jacksonville and win that game. So it won't
Yeah,
surprise me.
yeah, yeah. That's a good one. That's gonna be a good one. Then Chargers at New England.
Mm. Oh man, that's I'm about to go with the home team. I'm about to go with New England Patriots. The way they surprised me this year, that was a surprise team. Um, the defense playing solid, the offense is rolling. Chargers, they kind of been MIA on defense. They show up sometimes. The offense been kind of shaky, but they got enough to win that game. But I'm gonna go with the home team and take the New England Patriots.
Mm. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Patriots too on this one. Yeah, defense is just looking really good. Offense looking explosive. Um, yeah, I'm gonna take them. But like I said, don't. But Harbaugh, if he got to come in here with if he come in here with a good game plan, like I said, if they can run it and just not have to throw it so much all over the field, keep it away, keep it out of their hands, they do got a shot if they slow the game down. But New England get rolling, it's hard to slow them down.
Hmm.
Who you got? Who you got ultimately coming out of the AFC?
Ooh, it's so open right now. I can't even lie. It's wide open for me. Denver looks good. They got the number one overall seed. New England, they look good. There's so many good teams in the AFC this year because my sleeper team is Houston. If they beat Pittsburgh, I feel like Houston could go all the way too. There's just so many great teams in the AFC this year. But if I had to pick
Mm-hmm.
one to make it to the Super Bowl, I'll go with the Denver Broncos. But it's
Mm,
open though, still.
that's a good pick. That's a good pick. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, that's a good one. Cause I was gonna say either Houston or Denver myself.
And we got to look, remember, Houston started off horrible this year and
Two and
won what
five and
10
won nine straight.
right,
They
yeah,
won. They
9 and 10
started off
straight.
2-9,
So
and
they
yeah,
had a hell of a bounce back
yeah,
because
yeah. That
D'Amico Ryans would have probably been on the hot seat.
he would have been out of there. Let's just be honest. Nah,
Yeah,
he would have been gone too. Yeah, he would have been
yeah,
gone too, bro. Yeah, if
yeah.
D'Amico Ryans would have lost that, yeah, he would have been out of there too. All right, now we're gonna go to the
So
NFC side. You
that's a
know,
good turnaround for Houston Texans.
yeah, the Bears and Green Bay. I know they get tired of playing each other. Like, damn,
Right. How many times they
Damn,
didn't
like
play each other? Two
yeah.
division games down the playoffs. But speaking of that game, man, I'm gonna go with the Green Bay Packers. I just think Chicago is just one of them teams that's just fresh in the playoff. They haven't been there in a minute. Green Bay got the experience.
Mhm.
Jordan Love, he rested. He's gonna come back healthy. So I'm gonna go with Green Bay to get the win in Chicago. Chicago could definitely win that game, but I'm gonna go with Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers to get that win in Soldier Field.
Really? You gonna take Green Bay? I'm not gonna lie. I'm rolling with the boy Caleb right now. I'm rolling with their offense and how they run. They got the offense going. Defense is playing good too. I'm gonna take them. I'm gonna take the young bull Caleb in them. Let me see what they can do. Uh, but I think it will probably be a close game, fourth quarter game like usual when it comes to these guys. It'll be a good game like usual. But I do
Yeah.
think I do think they can do it.
Yeah,
And
they got a chance to win for sure. They got enough offense to hang in there and some good defense to win the game. But I'm just going to go with the Green Bay Packers. I think they just got more experience over there.
look, I got a couple. Yeah, Red Zone. Shout out to Red Zone. Who else up in here? Shouts out to y'all. Yeah, you got Bears over Green Bay and Niners over Philly. I got the Texans over the Steelers myself. I got the Texans. I got the Texans that they can possibly take it. Either them on the AFC side, they could either go either them or Denver. Uh, Dolphins. Yeah, you talk about them next year then.
Dolphins,
Yeah,
Dolphins, they figuring
y'all.
out what they about to do with Tua and Tyreek Hill. That's what they thinking about right now.
Who was that?
Tua,
I can't say your name right. I ain't gonna. I don't want to mess it up. But you got Philly over the Niners. Okay, that's gonna be a hell of a game for the first round. I ain't gonna lie. That's probably gonna be the best first round matchup.
right? That is going to be a good ass game. The Eagles and the 49ers. That's a toss up right there.
Small. Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah. Yeah. That's gonna be a hell of a first round matchup right there. Yeah. Um, but who you got? I'm taking the Niners. I'm taking the Niners in that. I got to go with the Niners for the simple fact that the Eagles don't even like each other right now. So you can't be
yeah,
coming
they
in the
got a lot
playoffs
of
like that. Y'all gotta be on the same page.
they definitely got a lot of turmoil distractions over there.
Yeah.
But until they be beaten, I'm gonna have to go with the defending champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, they are the
They are.
defending
They
champs.
are. They are the
Until
defending
they
champion.
until they be beaten, I'm gonna roll with them.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So we got most of the chat. Y'all going with the I look like it's a little split both ways. Okay, well, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, that's gonna be a good matchup. But then the Rams and the Panthers. Now, I got the Rams going, of course, but I'm gonna just tell the Rams, do not come in here bullshitting with these Panthers.
Oh, right. They
Please
already beat
do
them
not.
too. No, that could be a dangerous game for the Rams.
Because they
Do
beat them
not
in the
go in there
regular
with no
season. You
BS.
remember? They
Right.
beat them in the
Oh yeah.
regular season. They was
And
on
Carolina
Stafford
at
ass.
home too. So
Yeah.
that was make it even more scary. They got to go on the road.
Yeah, I'm with you, Ma. I got the Rams. But I'm just telling them, do not come in there bullshitting with them Panthers. You
Be
know what I'm saying?
careful.
They ain't been in the playoffs in 11 years. So they chomping at the bit.
Man, that NFC South was just a horrible division this year. Like, geez.
But that's
What
every
what
year.
are
All you gotta do is be 500 and you can win the NFC South. That's why
yeah,
you know what
they
it's
ain't even
cool.
500. What are the Panthers? 8-9?
Yeah.
Something like that and made the playoffs? Yeah, that's crazy. But we've seen that happen before in years in the NFL. One of them teams that's eight and
Yeah, the
nine, or
Seahawks,
before they
the
got the extra
Seahawks
game,
won.
7-9.
Yeah,
Right.
the Seahawks won the division. Uh, when they made it they to the playoff when they were 7-9 one year. Yeah, that was before Russ got there. I forgot who, but yeah, I've seen it happen a couple times. But it's more likely to happen in the NFC South because of the teams. They're just so even,
Right.
and then anybody can win that division any year. So
And then you got to have a division winner in the playoffs too. So
yeah, yeah. Until they change that format, then this is what you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So who do you got? That you said who you got coming out the NFC?
mm, once again, it's wide open. But I'm gonna go with the defending champs until they be beaten. I'm gonna have to roll with them. They don't look so good right now, and like you say, they got a lot of distraction and a lot of players not happy with each other over there. It's just a lot of
Mm,
BS going on. But
yeah.
hey, I might put them together and try to make a playoff run and get back to the Super Bowl and defend their title. So I'm gonna roll with the Philadelphia Eagles to come out the NFC.
Okay. Good spit grind. I respect that. Yeah, man. But other thing is, all these guys getting fired. Uh, who you think they got who kept their job that should have been on that list?
Shit. Who should have got the walking papers?
Yeah,
Oh man, this who should have got their walking paper? It's still early in the day, It's just the
yeah. I
first
mean,
day
yeah.
after
It's the first day,
so
so it could be hear some things next few days. But
right,
yeah,
right,
man.
right.
Um, I don't know how
Um,
Zach Taylor keeps his job in Cincinnati. Y'all have not. This is the third year in a row you didn't make the playoffs.
well,
Come on,
Burrow
man.
was hurt this year, so but you see when
But
Burrow
what
got
about
back,
the
the
other
team
two?
was playing a lot better though when he got there.
But what about the other 2 years before that? You still didn't make the playoffs. I understand what you're saying about this year, but that's 3 years in a row now. We ain't been
They haven't
we
been
ain't
to the
been back
playoffs since they went to the Super Bowl, right?
to the Super Bowl. I was just about to say that. Yeah,
Yeah,
so hey man, you got to do something.
yeah, they definitely
And
got to figure something out. I don't know, man. What coach should have been fired already? I'm trying to think of these teams right now. I was gonna say the Cardinals coach, but they got rid of him. They
yeah,
gave
they
him
just
three
got they
years.
got rid of him later on in the afternoon. Yeah.
Right. He got his walking papers. So I was gonna say to him,
Yeah, he thought shit was sweet. He was like, okay, I got through the end of the day. And then it was like, hey, bro, let me holler at you. Yeah, get you on up out of here too. I think they
what
probably
about
gonna
Dallas?
uh mm, that was his first year head coaching, so I don't know if they'll probably give him another shot.
But
But
the expectations of being that Cowboys coach is very high.
yeah, just like
That's like
they got higher expectations than the Raiders than that. Like I said, you get a year or sometime less with the Raiders. I don't know what they want to do. And
I
then,
don't
like I
know what the
said,
Raiders doing.
uh,
They just like paying coaches. That's what they like to do.
yeah, they just signed him for 3 years, fired him. He's still on the books, but yeah, I don't know. It's like I don't know. Then you see Stefanski got fired, and people was shocked. I'm like, y'all knew he was fired. Like, what are we
Oh
doing
yeah,
here? Yeah,
I already knew he was
that's
gonna
been
get
a
fired.
yeah, that's been a wrap coming for probably about 2 months now.
Hmm.
Especially after the damn wristband thing. I said, yeah, I don't want to hear shit else. Get this dude out of here.
Hmm.
Yeah, man, I don't want to hear that shit about. Yeah, get this dude up out of here. But I don't even know who want to go coach in Cleveland too, because that's another unstable organization. I know I got this song, but it's not my team. I just ride with your door. But that's my team is the trash ass Jets. I was about to get on them next. Like Aaron Glenn should have got up out of there too.
Cleveland.
I don't care if he's an ex-Jet. He came in here, worst defense we've ever had in the history of the organization. Gave up the most points in December in NFL history.
They didn't even
You
have an interception on defense or
and
something. I was
didn't
reading
have an
this morning.
interception. Didn't have an interception, and you was a cornerback. You were a cornerback. Didn't your defense didn't come up with a pick? That's never happened before. Get him out of here. Book him,
Yeah,
Dano.
that's wild right there. That's wild. But I would like to say shout out to Miles Garrett for getting that
Yeah,
sack
get
record.
him out of here.
That's good shit for Miles Garrett for getting that sack record. 23
Yeah,
sacks.
that's
That's a lot of
yeah.
goddamn sacks,
Get that.
man.
Yeah, man. It is.
Hands down, is he one of
It
your
is,
top three
man. Yeah. Shout
DNs?
out to you.
You think so?
All time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got him up there. Why not? Mm-hmm.
He better than Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald's a D tackle.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's why he was a beast. He was doing all that shit at D tackle. See, that's what I'm trying to tell my brothers. Now that motherfucker right there, yeah, Aaron Donald.
Right.
Yeah, that's.
I
We
was
was
looking at
talking
some
about
of his
levels
workouts.
earlier. Yeah,
I was looking
yeah.
at some of Aaron Donald workouts on his IG page. I'm like, man, that dude's still in physically shape to go play. I don't know. Maybe he just lost the passion of not want to play no more. But I get it. Who want to keep playing in the NFL all these years and risk that damn shit going on with your brain and all that shit? So I do get it.
Yeah.
Or even just being messed up. Period.
Yeah, man. So these
Yep.
drafts, this draft, it's gonna be a scary draft because I don't really think this draft is that deep. Now next year class got shit in it, but I
Man, the
don't know
Raiders
about
better
this
take
year.
Dante Moore. And call it a day. I do not trust that damn Mendoza.
They're gonna take him. They're gonna take him, I think.
And go with Dante Moore. That's who I'll go with. But if that Mendoza
Yeah.
gets drafted
I
to the
said,
Raider,
yeah, if I was Dante Moore,
you know he's
yeah, I'll
gonna be a fan
call the
favorite over
Raiders. Are
there.
y'all gonna pick me? Oh
But
yeah.
he's gonna be a fan favorite, Mendoza.
But then look, they said Tom Brady and the other in the gym, they're gonna be in charge of the next coaching hire. I don't even know who's Brady gonna bring in. Who will come?
Hmm.
Like I don't know.
I was hearing a name.
You you want to play under Brady?
I don't know if I was hearing a name. It was the Carolina defense coordinator or offensive coordinator. I was hearing. I forgot his name, but I was hearing that name circulation around that organization, or they might give him an interview.
Yeah, they said Mike McCarthy has been getting calls too about a couple jobs.
Hell
Yeah,
no.
I think he's a good coach. He should be coaching somewhere. You don't like McCarthy?
I mean, he did all that shit he had with Aaron Rodgers, but I understand he had Dak Prescott too. But I don't know, man. It might work out. Yeah,
You say you ain't rolling, huh?
man. Give me a defensive mind coach. Focus on defense
Yeah.
with a little bit of offense because you got to have offense to win the game, of course. But Raiders
Mm-hmm.
need some goddamn defense.
Yeah.
I don't see how the hell they tank. Like you beat the Patriots first game and it gave everybody hope that you was gonna be good and just went downhill.
Now I'm gonna just tell you like this: in the beginning, they lost a lot of close games in the beginning of the season, but then I guess that shit do take a toll over after a while. You know what I mean? We lose every week by a possession, every week by a kick, missed kick, this and that. But then at some point, I think they did just give up on the season.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I truly think. What happened,
Hmm.
but yeah, we gonna see, man. It's because playoffs start on Saturday. Gonna be, yeah. See, that's what y'all see this college. I need to take it from NFL. You see, regular season just ended. Playoffs about to start.
Right. They don't wait no month to get it started,
Yeah, like damn.
or or have a couple games and wait another 2.5 weeks or something. That's the most dumbest schedule they came up with. If they don't go and change that shit up, man,
Yeah,
start that
like
shit a week. Start the playoffs a week after the goddamn conference championship games or something.
right.
Just
You got a week.
right,
Just like, yeah, you got a week. Get your asses
right.
ready.
College football season should be over the first week after January. After New
Yeah,
Year's, that should be it. That week should be the last games. Not no goddamn what is it, the 17th or some shit. That's too long. Start the
yeah,
goddamn playoffs like right away. If I'm a, I mean, it's good to have rest, but that's too long of a rest, man. You're not in like you lose your mojo a little bit. What I'm trying to say.
yeah. And like I said, all the first halves were sloppy because it was out of sync. People been off. Like I said, yeah. Like I said, that
Right.
Ohio State game, they didn't play. They hadn't played in 25 days. Like why? Why? See, that's just like play. Why y'all got this much time off? Like, come on, man. That don't even make no sense. Get on the field.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens with them playoffs, but it looked like Indiana's the clear cut favorite to take down this title this year.
Yeah, they going crazy right now.
Unless them Canes could keep shocking the world, but I'm gonna give that to Indiana.
Yeah, you know that can happen. Yeah, they looking to come bring that IU back. They said these Hoosiers we about football too now, not just basketball.
Hmm.
Yeah, but all right, y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. We're gonna get up out of here, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with us. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe. Next time you go live with your guys, it's your boy Champ at Grind Time, Nation of Conversation. And you remember when you see that B, you know it's we, and we out.